Okay. We'll begin by acknowledging that Concordia University is located on unceded Indigenous lands. The Ganyangahaga Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters on which we would be gathering today if we were in person. Tiohtià:ke, or Montreal, is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. Today, it is home to a diverse population of Indigenous and other people. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future, and our ongoing relationships with Indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. If you'd like to know more about why we say this territorial acknowledgement, sorry, I invite you to like Google search the Concordia Territorial Acknowledgement to find out more about the history and the rationale. It's really nice. Okay, so
thank you for that.
Lee, can I chime in with a fun fact?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I just want to let y'all know that the LSA has recently picked a charity to start working with that supports Indigenous peoples to make the land acknowledgement feel less empty, to like actually do something while we.
That'd be cool.
So welcome to the LaTeX workshop. Valerie will be presenting for us today. She's a fellow linguistics student. I don't know if she might have been your TA, maybe your classmate sometimes. And I'm also here to help. Like I said, I'll be relaying questions from the chat, and I know LaTeX, so I'll have that. We will be doing a raffle for 2 gift cards at the end of the workshop. So if you stick around. Yeah. And note that just because of like restrictions on us as the LSA, the gift cards are only for like Quebec stores, like Pharmafree and Provigo or whatever.
Oh no, it's the nationalism. Oh man, that's good. Sorry.
So let's begin.
Yeah, without further ado. Okay, I will share my screen. So hopefully you will all have figured out how to install MikTeX. Maybe not. You have these links in the chat if you haven't, but otherwise I'm just gonna move on. So LaTeX is it's a language. It's not a natural language, but it's a language. It has all sorts of the properties that languages have, and it's the language that the program I've had you install speaks. If you've done that, but that's fine. Where was I going with that? Fair question. I think I'm just going to jump into it because you're linguistic students and you can just like learn languages unprompted, right? Like that's what we do here. So to begin with, maybe this is a bit onerous, but I would like to invite you guys to follow along. I will have hopefully made the text large enough that you can see it. And I'm going to try to go as slowly as I can so that you can ask questions as we go. So
is everyone ready with a tech file?
Yeah, I don't know.
On either Overleaf or
I will let you guys figure out if you're actually going to bother doing that. Okay, so to start out with, right, this is a programming language that defines the contents of documents. So the first thing we need is a document environment. The delimiters for environments are \begin. Actually, you know what? I need to go even further back. Okay, there are various special characters that make LaTeX programs be LaTeX programs. One of them is backspace. Backspace says that whatever comes after this is not literal. It should be handled by the code as code. And so these include things like functions like textbf, which makes text be bold. It includes environment definitions like enumerate, begin and end whatever environment, like document or enumerate or whatever. The curly braces delimit chunks of text. Basically, if you put in curly braces, what you're saying is treat this as a constituent. So yeah, okay, let's just start. we have to define a document style. And that's going to be article. There's also book and like letter and things like that, but we're not doing that. We can define certain things. Yeah, please go ahead. No.
Can we just explain how to open the
Oh my God, yes.
TechWorks from MikTeX?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, no problem, guys. Open a program called TechWorks that should have been installed with your thing.
I think you can get it also right from the MikTeX
console
thing. Yeah.
Sure. Let's see.
It's like there's the little logo. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. If you open MikTeX console, then you can click right here, and it doesn't do anything because I already have it open. Yes. Also, I would encourage you to begin with, just pick out of this drop down the one that says XELA. Okay.
I'm probably going to ask like an embarrassing number of questions.
Oh, I want you to ask questions. Like, this is live for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. So I went to open the MikTeX console, and it says I can't open it because it's already open, but I have no window corresponding.
Cool. Wow.
That kept happening to me, and I had to click like down on my taskbar, like on my Windows computer, and like there's a little up arrow that tells you what's running, and there was that little like wrench, and I clicked that, and then it opened.
There you go, Andrew. You did it. That's troubleshooting.
Also, I have a question.
Please go.
How do I change the font size?
Oh God, good question. That was my first question too. So you go into Edit, you go to Preferences.
That would.
Yeah, and then you pick whatever font you want out of this drop down here, and then you put the font size here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And you can do other stuff in here, but don't. I mean, do whatever.
It only changes the font size of the code, not the document.
Yes. Yes, it only changes the font size of the code and not of the document. That's very important. Also, you have to actually open a new window after you do it. Yeah.
Okay. Untitled 3, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I agree with you. Do I have any other questions before I move on to the optional arguments of document style?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Yeah.
I can't see, I don't know if it matters or not, but I can't see like number 1, like the lines.
Oh yeah, I turned that on myself. If you want that, it's in Edit, Preferences.
I went to
line numbers check
format for that.
Okay,
just like
thanks.
at the very top.
Oh, it's also in format line numbers. There you go, Andrew. Problem solving. Okay, right. So just like with predicates in natural languages, there are optional and non-optional arguments, unless you don't think there are optional arguments in natural languages. I'm not going to argue with you about it. Non-optional arguments are indicated by curly braces. Optional arguments are indicated by square braces, brackets. I am going to pick the options letter paper, which makes the paper be letter paper sized. And I'm going to put in 12 point to make it be 12 point. The only options are 10, 11, and 12. You'll figure it out. You'll figure out how to have smaller and bigger fonts later. This sets it, yeah.
This is maybe random. How did you make the bar thing, but like the other way?
Oh my goodness, you do need to figure that out first. On my US English keyboard, it's right underneath backspace and above enter. But
I
change your keyboard to US.
Yeah.
US English keyboard.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay. So far what this does is, okay, the backspace says this isn't text. Document style says that we're going to pick what the style of the document is. Article is a document style, and it gives us a bunch of handy functions and whatever. Letter paper makes it be letter size, and 12 point makes it be 12 point size. We can begin our document.
Valerie, I have a question.
Hi. Absolutely.
Do we have to put spaces when we put commas, or do we just put commas when we list
spaces
things?
if you like, but for lists, there's no necessary white space.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Spaces are sometimes important. I'll try to mention it when they are. Okay. So it's traditional in programming that we, that as our first program, we print hello world to the screen. And so we're going to do that. And I have to save this somewhere. Okay. And then it's going to tell me that letter paper dot sty is not found. And I have to pick something else. Really? We don't have to. This is programming, guys. Okay. Forget letter paper. I don't know why I don't get to do that. This is a good start.
Oh, try document class. Document class. Yeah.
Now you can see how infrequently I actually type this. Ignore what I said. It should say document class. You will find, especially if you look at your professor's code, that they copy and paste the whole top part of the thing every single time they make a new document, and that's bad, but it's what I do, and now it should work. Hopefully, you will have gotten your thing to say hello world.
How do you see it like that?
Yeah, how do we get the second window open?
Oh yeah, you press the big press the big green button.
That tells
then what?
that. Oh.
And it should work. It should pop up a window, or it'll tell you why it didn't work.
Oh.
Did it tell you why it didn't work?
No.
No window came up?
There's
Mine
just
came
a
up.
no. Yeah.
That's strange. Oh
yeah, make sure you're running on the, the Xeloc tuck thing.
Yeah, I think right now it shouldn't even matter, but try, or, oh, yeah, okay. Make sure you pick either PDF LaTeX then, or Key LaTeX. Can you type that in the chat, either of those? And I think that should work, right? Like, let's see. Does PDF LaTeX work? Does it have its own? Yeah, so it has its own document viewer. It could be that the window is just hidden. I don't know. Does anyone besides Andrew get it to work?
I'm not getting it to work. I have another issue.
Cool, great.
I can't explain.
Sure.
Yeah, so I did exactly that, entered all that. And then I did this twice, actually. The first time I hit file save as, and the window just shut. The window just closed, nothing else opened. And then I went through and I opened up the program again and I did it all again. And then this time I hit the green button and the same thing happened. The window just completely shut down.
That's amazing.
You should use Overleaf.
Yeah, use Overleaf. Has anyone else had this problem? No, I can't see the chat. I should look at it.
No, the chat's clear.
Yes.
Maybe I have something wrong during installation. I don't know.
Well,
I'll use Overleaf.
It shouldn't. I'm sorry if so. I wish that I could help 20 people troubleshoot their installations. Hopefully, I don't have to do that. And you can follow this tutorial after you get it working. Sorry to say, or use Overleaf. Because I don't usually use McTech. I usually use Tech Live on Linux. But let's see. Okay, wait. What could stop it from working? You installed it. You installed it on your own account. You said you had it download packages that it needs, right? Like it says in the tutorial, and then I have no idea. Mine worked when I installed it. Sorry.
I would recommend for now that if you guys can't figure it out, you guys use Overleaf.
Yeah.
You can get a free account. Don't pay for
it. Did you
it.
put that in the chat?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you did. Great.
And
anyways,
we'll continue.
Yes, sounds good to me. Has anyone else gotten Hello World to appear on their screen?
I made it work.
Good.
I did
Great.
it.
Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. So let's do more than that. Now, suppose that you want to do more than the things that LaTeX already offers you, which would be kind of weird for you to have as an opinion because you don't yet know everything that LaTeX offers you, but we're going to do this anyway, right? We can extend the functionality that LaTeX gives us with packages, with use package. /use package. And you can specify the mandatory argument. Here we're going to use geometry, and I'm telling you how to change your margins because everyone finds the margins in LaTeX too small. And there are good design reasons why you should use, large. There are good design reasons why you should use extremely large margins, and we're going to ignore them. So giving yourself a generous, like 3 centimeters, this is how this package is configured. Use package. The package is geometry, and as an optional argument, you tell geometry that you want the margins to be 3 centimeters. Okay, we're gonna do exciting things after this. Instead of that, and by exciting things, I mean it's LaTeX, guys. Say you want your name on it, and like a title, right? Above, outside of your document, you set the title.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
When I did the geometry thing and I pressed the little play, I got a package installation.
Yes.
Okay.
Say yes.
Yes.
So the title here is LaTeX tutorial. I'm in the fancy whatever. And the author is me, Valerie Jeff. Embrace. Great. And then we're going to use the macro make title, which makes a title. Boom, and that's how you get one of those LaTeX titles that people have. Great. There's various rich text options that I feel like I should go over, I guess, because people like to make text bold and stuff. Should I do that first, or should I make trees first?
Let's do trees because it's fun.
Yeah, let's do trees. Okay. Can I just do trees now? Like, would that be like ridiculous? No, let's just do it. Okay. Section. Here's how you make a section. Heading. Section. Okay, and then if you have multiple sections or chapters, right, and you use the table of contents macro, it will automatically make your table of contents. But we're not going to do that right now. So to make trees, we're going to use the package forest. We're going to use it with the optional argument linguistics. Sets a bunch of defaults. Well, predictably, well. Hopefully, you can imagine that it involves making an environment called forest. The syntax of forest is not strictly LaTeX syntax, or it is, but also the brackets that make up your tree are square braces. So don't listen to me. Do listen to me, but about this and not about that. This is too much. This is too much. Let's make a verb phrase. Let's just start with a verb phrase. Actually, here. I really mean it. VP. Okay, here, you have a VP. There's a lot of this waiting around. Did I make enough?
Put the curly brackets around a document. Sorry.
Thank you. Is that what I needed? Oh, I can't just. Was that my problem? I don't think that was my problem. That wasn't it.
So I'm using Overleaf now, and it's working quite well.
Yes.
What are the benefits to using your own install rather than using Overleaf? What's the drawback?
I have no idea. I've never used Overleaf. Whereas if you just have your own thing, as long as the fonts are in the same folder as your document, then they should just work. But I'll show you guys how to use fonts in a second. What am I doing? I'm copying a tree that I've already made because I'm too lazy to invent a sentence. Okay. And I already have the begin and fourth there. My code's compiling is a great excuse for why you're not doing work. Okay, so what's going on here, right, is the brackets indicate the structure of the tree. I've added the tabbing to make it obvious what's, what's nested in what. Let's see. The labels are just bare labels, but if ever you use a comma, then it will break out, because that's how you add options like roof, which makes a roof. I never mentioned C because I jumped right to syntax tree. Okay, this is a paragraph. And that's a new line. So is Overleaf like faster than this, by the way?
Depends on your.
Okay, how do I zoom?
I would say it would depend on your
Definition.
level of skill with the any of it. I don't know. I have any idea what.
Oh, I meant the
Oh,
pilot.
it's like
I meant to say like give you a
it's
result
super
faster.
fast.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good reason to use that then. Okay, so as you can see, spacing is just like not treated as literal. When you put a bunch of spaces, they turn into one space. If you just do a new line, it's treated as a space. If you actually want a new line, you have to do 2 backslashes. Paragraph breaks are, like when you're sending a formal email, but enter twice. That's not how you do it in a formal email, is it? Whatever. So similarly, inside of our I node, we have our past label just like under a line with a line break, rather than it being marked as a node. If I were wrong and bad at this, then I would, at drawing trees, then I would, well, I guess it's totally arbitrary, isn't it? It's totally arbitrary. Regardless, if that's what you like, then you can do it like that. Let's see. So text IT, as you can imagine from seeing this, makes things be italic. We could have it be bold with BF for boldface. Man, this thing is really slow, isn't it? Oh well. You can have it be like small caps. That's what you want things to be. You can make Noam Chomsky be in like make Noam Chomsky be really small with the tool with the command small.
I have a question. You copy and pasted that tree structure, right? All right, but what in that structure is giving the lines? That's what I'm trying to.
Here, I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
This is a node. It's got square braces. Inside of that node, or dominated by that node, I have another node B, and also dominated by A, and a sister node to B, C.
this is how like packages
Like that.
work, right? So we've installed this forest package, and there's something
Yeah,
in
it had me
forest
too.
that,
Yeah, no, it was the lines
Yeah.
that he's wondering about, which precisely they are defined by the sys or the
Okay.
So
dominance relationships. that
it's
he
like
set up
one
with
major bracket.
Yeah.
Do I always have to press tab into it?
No, you actually have the white space is completely irrelevant. However,
Okay.
if you don't want to get extremely confused, I highly recommend having it out like this. Because you know, eventually you'll have made like a, you know, you'll be 4 CPs down into your extremely embedded sentence. And you'll be like, I need to draw a line, an arrow from here to there, and you'll be really upset. Speaking of arrows.
Oh, I got it. Nice.
This is not the order that you're supposed to do a LaTeX tutorial in. Hell yeah, good for you. Not all the order one is supposed to do a LaTeX tutorial in, but that's fine. This is linguistics. Suppose that D moves to B. We're gonna draw, and yes, I only ever use these commands in Forest. And yes, there is a manual for Forest. It's like 100 pages long, actually. So, if ever you want to know how a package works that someone has mentioned or that you've seen in someone's document, you type in you Google CTAN, CTAN, and already all of my suggestions are things I previously had to look up. You look up CTAN Forest, and you end up with ctan.org, or maybe you go to ctan.org and then you type in Forest in the search box, and you click package documentation, and it gives you the manual in a PDF. And the manual for Forest is 115 pages long, and you don't need to read all of it. But you know, if you want to know how to do like something cool, like I don't know, if you want to worry a lot about how to balance your trees, then they know how to do that. Okay, not the point. But let's draw an arrow for fun. So we're gonna give this a label. Set name. Yeah, name. Name equals B to make this not horrendously confusing. We're also going to give E a name, and that's going to be E because we want life to be easy. We put those in little parentheses. Second word down, we need to put 2. And it needs a semicolon because it's a totally different thing. Okay. Well, okay, that kind of worked. You got an arrow. And I will not explain too much how to make these be good because it will take forever, but I promise that you can do things like get them to curve around things. Like that. Cool. Okay. Moving on now. Unless anyone has any questions about Forest, actually. Has anyone actually gotten a tree to appear on their screen besides Andrew?
I got it, but I'm doing it on Overleaf.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's the same thing. I'm glad to hear that. Good. Okay, so then we're not totally lost. Okay. What else did I want to teach you guys? Okay. Numbered lists are an environment called lists in general are environments. And surely you know about recursion. But I'll get to why I said that. So you get numbered items automatically. If you want a non-numbered list inside of this numbered list, you can use the environment. The items of an itemized environment are also items. Type completion exists where you press tab to complete what you've typed, but sometimes it doesn't know what it doesn't read your mind. So sometimes you type I, and it's okay. This time it does know what I want. IT does text ID. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. And you get nested lists. Let's see. What are desirable things to know how to do in LaTeX that we can teach you now?
TIFA.
What? Oh, geez. I've never used TIFA. Do you know what I
Really?
do, Lee? Do you know what I do? I use a decent operating system that has a decent character map, first of all. But we're going to open up the Windows character map. I swear to God. I swear to God. And, you know, I'm going to search for the Latin letter H. I select it. I'm going to paste it because I'm using key LaTeX, so I can just paste in IP8.
But that takes so much effort.
No, but here's what I then do, right? Is there's another great command that you got to know. It's called new command. Did it not appear because it's not scored by this font? Okay, well, we're going to learn how to use different fonts first. I hope that these 36 chat messages that I've missed are like not a bunch of questions that
it's cool.
I'm
answering them
that you haven't asked me yet. Okay, you are answering them. Okay.
I mean,
cool.
it's
good.
like what is TIFA?
Tell me if they're great. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Use package. Will only work if you're using key LaTeX, and I'm trying to point my screen up here, or key tech or whatever. And we're using font spec. We can specify fonts. We're gonna set name font to, I don't know, let's be horrible. Why not? And then it takes forever, and then everything's sometimes your own. Okay. And say you want other things to be in a different font. New font family. Give it a name. It has to start with the backslash. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I use DN for my Debugging fonts. But no, let's not bother with that right. Well, yeah, let's not bother with that right now. Does the Ash work now? Yes.
So when I put in use package font spec, I'm getting an error code. Unexpected close group, but I don't think I have an extra bracket in there. It's on that line 5 use package.
Yeah. Do you you're in
no,
are you
sorry.
on
It's a typo. I see it.
Great. See, the main skill okay, there are several skills that you need to program. One is Googling things. 2 is staring at your code longer to figure out what you did wrong. Sorry. But it sounds like you're getting started pretty good, right? Like you've just solved your own problem. And did I change anything? No. Okay. Anyway, so I've got my S. Now say that I am, you know, I'm gonna need it a lot, right? New command. And this has to start with backslash. I'm gonna call it F because it's an F. And the next argument is my typing F. So it could be like, you know, an entire, could be a whole one of these. And then every time I did Ash, I would get the whole one, which is not the point, but let's just do it. Right? So like if you're terrible, then you can just like put a bunch of things in new commands. But for now, that will suffice. To give you your Ash. There's also a bunch of accent commands for those of us who don't have you know, everything immediately at hand. So backslash apostrophe letter gives you an accent, acute accent, sorry. The grave gives you a grave accent. The circumflex, you know, backslash circumflex gives you a circumflex. And I dare you to find all of these because there's a bunch of them. And then if you don't have one for something that you need, then you can make your own. If you need Greek letters, they all have names, but like, I hope you don't do this. I hope that instead you use a Greek keyboard. Oh, it's only going to give them maybe in math mode, huh? Okay, so you actually don't have Greek letters in math mode. I lied. Math. Does anyone know math? Technically speaking, this is LaTeX is for math. And you know, you can do little inline mathematical expressions between money signs, like you know, I don't know, A equals B over B, or even gamma, B over gamma. How about that? And then you get like nice math. But that's not what you're here for. Linguists don't know math. So we've covered lists. Everyone knows how to make lists now if they've been paying attention, right?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, please. Is it about sorry, I was gonna say, is it about lists? But please.
Oh no, it's about I'm just like I'm still trying to like get a hang of like starting sections.
I'm
like
happy that you're doing that.
And like getting my text in the sections. How do I indent? Because I have a section going right now, but I want the text to be indented under it, but it's like at the very edge, like right under the two.
So what how LaTeX by default works is it doesn't indent the first paragraph in your section. But if you want it to, then you section paragraph. You're gonna hate the. I'm compiling this for no reason. If you want it to be indented, you type in. Yeah, so this is what Andrew's complaining about. If you want it indent, you do backslash indent at the beginning.
Okay, let me try it. And then, do I need?
And if you want it,
wait, hold on.
I lied. You can do it. Wow, rude. Why didn't it work?
It didn't indent it. Oh, do I have to do the double enter?
Make a new paragraph?
To
oh, after section? No. I mean, maybe that'll. See, I've never actually bothered to do that.
No,
which is why I didn't check if indent works. Really? Okay, because see, the thing is, I want to be clear. I'm not crazy. No indent definitely works. I should have planned how to. No, I shouldn't have. I should not have planned. What if Andrew specifically asked me how to make the text not be indented?
It's
yeah.
It still isn't working.
It still isn't working. Yeah. Okay.
Even
I hate to Google in front of you.
Yeah.
But this is how you solve problems in LaTeX.
Or how to indent. Okay.
Oh yeah. How to indent a paragraph. How to indent a paragraph. Really? You're gonna send me to. This is just frankly embarrassing. No, I'm not gonna do this for you because if I am just Googling in front of you,
that's okay.
I wonder why.
I'll figure it out.
Someone's
Thank you.
paying me to do this. And I can't have you wondering why that. Tell me when you figure it out.
It might be par indent. I don't know. I've used that command before. I don't.
That'll do it. That'll definitely do it, right? Par indent is a length that I know that I've been able to change before. Right, and if you want the no, par indent does not work. Does par indent work for you? Anyways, LaTeX makes a lot of decisions for you that you then have to figure out how to work around. Or you decide that you just love the LaTeX way of doing things.
Cayman does it the lazy way and uses H space.
Yeah, let's do it the lazy way. Let's do it the lazy way. H space, par indent. There we go. Now we're being smart cookies. Par indent is a length, not a command. I will not worry about spelling anymore. I'm actually a terrible typist.
That worked. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. We did it.
Thanks, Cayman.
Thank you, Cayman. Am I going to just teach you miscellaneous? Yes.
After I do that command, like the next one and the ones following will always be indented. And then to do that, I'll have to do no indent.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, if you're brave, you can predefine things to do this yourself. But not yourself, to do it that way every time. But that's fine. We can do things like set length par indent to 0. Maybe it has to have a unit. Anyway, and then every paragraph you have definitely won't be indented because the paragraph indent will have been set to 0, as you can see. Okay, do we want to learn tables, glosses?
Tables, someone has
asked for tables.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, happily. How are we all doing? Does anyone want to know anything specific other than tables? Is there anything that I should hit before the end of this?
I've been wondering, like, we've looked at like bold, and I wonder how like to do italics.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's text IT. I shouldn't do that in there. Yes, absolutely. And then because this is a very old, well, whatever, because everything's packages, if you want underlining and stuff, you want the package ulem, I don't know, which gives you things like uline and struck out. And it doesn't want to work. Why not? Missing begin document, missing begin document, missing begin document. That's document. I also don't have an end document. It's fine. This is called debugging. Oh, I haven't bothered to make a table yet, so it doesn't like my table. Fine. Okay. Okay, I forgot to put. See, as I'm now reminded, if you don't put paragraph breaks, then you don't get space. But now I'm recompiling it just for completion's sake. Yeah. Okay. These are some text editing commands. We've also got small, large, large with a capital L, and also large in all caps, which is bigger than the large with only a capital L, etc. There's also tiny. Not the point. Well, what's the point? Okay. Tables. Tables are environment. The most basic environment tables is called Tabular. And first, we tell what kind of rows that you're going to have. So left aligned rows are L, and center aligned rows are C, and right aligned rows are R. And then you each, okay. The row end, no. The column delimiter is the ampersand, which doesn't work in normal text in LaTeX, so you know. You have to put the correct number of column delimiters, or you won't know what to do. The line delimiter is the new line, 2 backslashes. And this is a table, approximately. I guess you can't tell how the alignment is going to work because I made them be single characters because I was super lazy. But that's whatever. You can put anything inside of tables. You can put math formulas inside of tables. I forgot how to do any math. Whatever. Forget it. Just put a capital Z line because that's math. That was not an awesome demonstration of how you can put math in there. Let's put a fraction so that you can believe me that there's, you know, famous fraction C over gamma. Okay. Tables, right? Okay, there's more to it. There's also you can put lines, you can put vertical lines. You're not, designers tell you not to do this, but you can absolutely put vertical lines by putting them in your tab in your table preamble. You can put horizontal lines by H line. There are ways to merge. There are ways to make cells that take up more than one column in table. We're not going to get into that right now. Just promise you that it exists. Yep.
Just if you want to do that and you don't want to bother learning the fancy code, there is a website. I know you hate it, Valerie.
No, go.
The website is tables generator. You put your what you see is what you get table thing there. Like you can put in all the lines that you want in your table, all the stuff you want in the what do you call it? Like the cells, and then you scroll down. You click generate. You scroll down, and boom, there's the LaTeX code.
Yeah. And I mean, and that being said, I've typed all my freaking tables for all of my assignments since. Anyways, not the point. Also, I mean, if you use a decent text editor and not TechWorks, then a lot of things are automated for you. Don't write all your code by hand. Let's be real. I went into this with a sample file and not with script. And I think I might have hit everything on my sample file except for glosses. In any case, here, let's actually just go through my sample file so that I don't have to type more code. We covered enumerate. We covered text formatting. I've got a table here. I used math to get the math plus and minus signs because it has to be exactly right. I made this gloss here for this line from Pindar. And by line, I mean like half a line from Pindar. As you can see, I just typed in actual Greek text and it works. This is done with the package GB4E. It's pretty simple. There's a GLL macro that lets you make an arbitrary number of lines where everything is I don't know, vertically aligned together with into items of the same constituent, so that it's like a table, but the delimiter is space. And if you want things to be treated together, then you can wrap them in. You can force it to treat them as constituent with the curly braces, as I sort of said earlier. All this did is take away the hyphen. Let's see. Right. So if you wanted to make another line of this, right, you could just go, or let's say I want to transliteration, right? Then I can just add the spaces like that, and just add another new line delimiter, and it'll like another line of gloss. You just have to make sure to only have as many spaces as there are words. And then GLT gives you the whatever, gives you the ending, the translation line. Translation line, yeah. Here's a syntax tree, the one that we encountered earlier. And that is how to do a bunch of things in LaTeX. I hope that was like any help at all. And also like I can answer questions now for the rest of the time that we have, if whatever time is scheduled. And yeah, I don't know. I hope that this was inspiring or helpful rather than like incredibly confusing or discouraging. But you know, let me know.
It's I find it very difficult but extremely intriguing. So
I'm glad. That's how I first thought about it, for sure. I wasn't, I mean, obviously I even now still am not everything, I don't have everything off the top of my head. But this is by far to me like the idea of using Word at this point is like, that's harder than this. Sorry, I didn't actually, I'm not sorry, but I didn't really plan a conclusion. I'm not gonna lie.
I do have questions. I was
yeah.
like waiting to see if anybody else would, because I didn't want to.
Great.
Can you show how to use the Ulukumi fonts, the Hittite?
Yeah, for sure. I need to, yeah, actually, I totally can. I can just show you all of my LaTeX documents, can't I? Okay.
Along with
What I've
that,
always wanted to do. Yeah.
along with that, is it possible to do like the exponent and or like the under number like you would have in Proto-Indo?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I will. So first of all, no, that's not that one. Where's my document here? Yes, okay. In math mode, they're just the caret and underscore commands. Outside of math mode, it's this extremely long named macro superscript, and you can put whatever in there. Like I don't know. Well, I don't know, and text. And this is why everyone, well, yeah. But of course, I always do a new command to write. If the command already exists, then you'll have to do a new command. Point SP. I usually set these to SP and SB respectively. I don't like having to type text superscript and text subscript every time. I don't need to do that by hand right now. Let's look at this document. Have I got Ulukumi? Yes, okay. So if you do new font family and you provide a label, in this case I did CF for cuneiform, you can do optional options in square brackets like scale to make your cuneiform be bigger than regular text, or to be the same size as regular text, I guess, in this case. And then I promise you that I actually have this file at the, okay, if you have the font installed, then you don't need the file ending, right? So if I have this font installed, I don't need .ttf. And if I do have this font installed, no, if I do have the font installed, I don't need .ttf. If the font is just sitting in the same folder as my text file, then I have to have the ending, which it is. Let's see, where do I actually have any? So, for example, here in my section 1.7, I guess, right. Okay, well, there are boxes here because my font doesn't support them. But I promise you that here in the text editor, these boxes represent cuneiform signs that I, typed in that are here in my tabular. Oh yeah, a fun thing you can, I say fun, convenient thing you can do with tabular is inside of your, so this is like a regular LL table, but then I have preambles for each line, and you do those with the greater than symbol, and then you do braces what you want to execute before each cell in that row. And so, for example, if you do IT, which is the short form of text IT, which I didn't teach you because it's bad form, then it makes everything be italicized in that column. Or indeed, if you set them to all be CF as your preamble, then it will automatically show it in the font. But in running text, have I got any in running text? Or are they all in tables? They're all in tables. Okay. But yes, literally, I do CF. No, I do. What's this way? Whatever. I started off with the font declaration CF, and then I can just. Oh no, that's actually a square. And now I'm going to create an incoherent string of cuneiform. Just so that I can show that it works. And I have to install packages that I didn't already have on this computer. And I have to download them.
I'm a little bit lost with
yes.
Your copying and pasting, how you got those to begin with.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a cuneiform keyboard. Have you ever, you've not successfully used the Ulukumi font at all, right?
No, I downloaded it pretty recently.
Okay, cool.
So not used LaTeX.
It comes with a PDF file called ulukumi.pdf that is a table of all of the characters in it. And I copy and paste.
Are you copying and pasting out of there?
Yeah, sorry. If you were, I think that someone has created a package that lets you type in Akkadian and get Akkadian cuneiform automatically, but Hittite isn't like cool enough for the script kids to come up with something that automatically converts your Akkadian, your Hittite text into cuneiform. Oh my god, I have a lot of packages to download. Jesus, I mean, you can tell I usually do this on a different computer. But yes, I literally do just copy and paste the cuneiform characters. Sorry.
No, awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
While we're waiting, oh, did it go? Did it go? No. Okay. Since it is like,
if other people have other questions, I'm taking them while this.
I can also just, if we want to do the little draw thing now.
Little draw thing. Oh, the little draw thing. Yeah. Right. People want
money.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, guys. We all. Anyway.
So, okay. So people are gossiping about Matthias in this chat. Is there anyone who like isn't in Canada and wouldn't appreciate a?
Really? I mean, let's not talk about it.
Okay. Am I allowed? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate my internet. Okay. Anyone not in Canada who would not appreciate like a Pharmaprix gift card?
Do you need to?
Or something else from Canada? Let me know if you just don't want to. Otherwise.
Okay. Have you just been putting everyone's? I can't believe I have so much to download. So have you just put everyone's names in?
Spinny.
The thing already. Cool.
If you guys want to see the spinny, I can share while Valerie is installing all that stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, see if you don't want to wait for packages to download, you can you can install Tech Live instead, which downloads them all at the beginning, but it's 10 gigabytes. Or you can use Overleaf like a reasonable person, apparently.
Yeah.
You don't want to share your screen so that we can tell.
Spinny.
Does it look? I mean, it's. Let's try it. Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll stop sharing and you can share.
I was just thinking an entertaining thing. I'm here for it.
It's colorful and all right.
Oh, great.
Spinny.
Here we go.
For $25, number one, we have. Is it Nguyen? I feel like I'm seeing your name in class.
That's me.
Yay!
That's one.
We're gonna get your contact information if you could like message me in the chat. Oh wait, you can't open the chat, can you?
Yeah, I can now. It's just that when the phone is horizontal, you can't see it, but when it's vertical, you can see it.
Okay, so just message me like your
Problem.
email or something. All right, so you get $25 and we'll contact you. $25 number two. Yeah.
All right, congrats, folks. You guys stuck through me telling you about LaTeX for an hour. Congrats.
So is Autumn?
It's Autumn here.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So also just message me in the chat your information, and we'll get you. Cool.
All right. So I mean, is there an end time to this? I'm happy to just keep on answering questions until people get bored.
I'll make another quick comment.
Yeah, for sure.
This was a really awesome but very fast crash course.
Yes.
I just want to point out to everybody the existence of the LaTeX channel in the Discord. So maybe we can like ask each other questions there, and Lee or Valerie can chime in if they ever feel like it. But we can try to like troubleshoot things together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm always happy to answer questions about this. I mean, if you want a bunch of like one-on-one attention, of course, that's another thing that we can arrange. But like, I love LaTeX. I do. So I'm happy to. I'll be keeping an eye on the LaTeX support channel for sure. I will say I didn't observe this much LaTeX in my first hour of it, but the reason why I did it this way is because I don't know, when I was, I don't want to say like, I mean, when I was, probably too young to be in university, but not the point. I did a 2-hour crash course in LaTeX where I sat around on a university campus in a computer lab while probably an undergrad, I guess, handed each of us a printout. It was like 30 pages long of just like LaTeX commands, and just sort of went around for 2 hours as we tried to figure out what we were doing. And I wished that I could provide that kind of format, but I can't be in the same room as you guys. So.
Also, as part of something the LSA is doing, I am planning to do some like office hour type things for LaTeX. Valerie, you can ask about that too if you want to get in.
Sweet.
Olivia, I feel like I'm going to say something wrong about the thing that we have for the students.
What's the thing?
So if you could explain it better than me.
So the LSA has applied for and been granted special projects funding from ASFA for kind of our Tutor Bank situation. So I don't know if everybody here has heard about the Tutor Bank. We've set up just this system to connect students to tutors. It doesn't always pay for the tutoring sessions, but that's why we applied to funding. So currently we have enough money for 60 hours of tutoring for all of our students, whoever applies for it. That's $20 an hour. And we can use that for the LaTeX office hour things that Lee might be doing too. So if somebody has questions about LaTeX.
Except Hittite, I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever you can help with. And Lee can get paid for that.
Cool. Excellent. That's a great idea. I will get in touch with you about being on the Tutor Bank later, but anyways.
We haven't like figured out how to get the LSA website really searchable on Google yet, but if you search like very specifically like Concordia University Linguistic Association, it should come up, you know, and you can find the Tutor Bank there.
Cool.
Right. Also, Valerie, can we get a document of your the file that you made? The LaTeX file?
Oh God, yes, for sure. Yeah. Can I just drop that in here? Or do I have to actually upload things to Google Drive to do this?
Maybe, really? But we can also perhaps link it on our the Linguistic Student website association.
Yeah, sure, why not, right? The document that I'll do the one that I prefer to have time, because I didn't delete everything on that, like I kept doing on the one that I was. This one. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, whatever. Yes, I'll just share it with you by email.
The one with Noam Chomsky.
Old-fashioned way. I'll stop recording now, I guess, because I think we're